Yo, what's up guys, Shujinkydink here with another video to entertain or assist you in becoming the better Injustice 2 player. And this video is all about different types of characters in Injustice 2. There's 4 different types I'm going to cover today, and it kind of depends on your type of playstyle. You might prefer one over the other. I'm just going to go over a basic overview of all 4 of them just so you can kind of see, oh, well maybe I'll fit into this one, or this is how I like to play, so this might suit me better. So first one I'm going to cover is a zoner. So basically a zoner is a character that wants to keep you in a certain space. In Injustice, this usually is full screen. So a character like Dr. Fate or Deadshot, for example, would be good examples of zoners. And there's a very real chance that they will keep you at full screen the entire game because they just have so many tools and so many different things that work full screen. Now that's not to say that's the only place you can use them, and that goes with most of these character types. They do have stuff up close as well, but it's very clear in the character design where they're supposed to be strongest, and that's where you kind of want to use them if you're playing in a competitive atmosphere. Now, I really want to touch on spamming versus zoning because this is something that I see everywhere, like, oh, he's just spamming, he's just spamming, he's just spamming. Spamming would just be doing one move over and over again like this, with really no strategy. There's so many different ways that people could get in on you. Hello, Evil Presence, I see you're on mine now. He's the only one of my friends that stuff pops up for. He's super special, I guess. But doing this over and over again is not a good strategy. This is a very powerful projectile. This is a mid, so mixing in this and this is more of a guess. So like, when they block a few of these, and then you think, okay, he's probably going to try and move, that's when you would enhance it. And that's a read. You take a read, and then they take a little bit more damage, they get pushed back, and then you're back to your zoning. But doing one move over and over again is not a good strategy, and that is what the definition of spamming is. Zoning is using reads and different moves and different things on the screen to keep your opponent exactly where you want them. So, if someone's spamming, they should be easy to beat. There's not really, you just haven't labbed it enough. A good zoner is difficult. The second type of character in Injustice 2 would be a grappler type character, so we're looking at Bane or Swamp Thing, who require a lot of throws. So kind of knowing how to defend against throws is probably a good idea, especially when you're fighting against these characters. But they usually have more awkward inputs, so it's like a back, forward, forward kind of deal. But they get more damage, and you don't have to guess high or low, you just have to block it, and if you block it, you get hit by the throw. So that's what their game kind of revolves around. And a lot of times with their setups, you can, if they knock you down and they're going to go for a command grab afterwards, you just do a delayed wake up, and that'll help you counter a lot of their options. So the third type of character is a rushdown character, and this seems to be probably the most common playstyle for a lot of players, especially newer players. These are characters that want to get in on you, they want to do a lot of damage, either with stagger strings or mix-ups or combos that lead back into themselves. They're basically characters that never want to be over here. So you're looking at kind of like Black Canary, Catwoman, Robin, for example. You can kind of tell because if you go into their moves list here, and we look at let's look at the block advantage. So it's like -5, -3, -8, -6, +2, -4, -7, -6. Pretty much everything that they do once they get in on you is going to be safe. So they can stagger, which means kind of switching around strings, not completing a string like on their own terms. They're pretty safe. So if you're playing this type of character, you want to make use of a lot of the stage, like interactables and stuff, and meter and roll to kind of find your way in. Because if you're on this side, you're probably going to lose, and vice versa. If you're fighting a rushdown character, keep them out here at any means, and counterpick them if you need to in a competitive atmosphere with like a Dr. Fate or Deadshot or something like that. And the final type of character that you can go over is a setup character. So this would be a character like Darkseid or Captain Cold, for example. They set up things that are active on the screen for a very long time to set up different traps. So, for example, Darkseid has this demon you can summon that goes into an overhead. You can summon the demon and then do a full screen low shot and then create an overhead low kind of scenario. He can also summon it close and do something like that, set him up in his block strings. Use it to make certain strings safe and other strings safer, or even add a mix-up in there. For example, you can do something like this. Then overhead, if they block it, then you go down to low. Captain Cold can do similar things in the corner where he does the icicles when it drops down, and he can do a low and an overhead. He's also got setups that do damage over time. So it's kind of using another section of the game or another move that has a lot of active frames that can allow a different hit to set them up after your regular attacks. And that's basically it, guys. Those are 4 different character types in Injustice 2. You can kind of pick which one you want to play. If you like to play a little bit of keep away, you can play someone who's a zoner. If you like to play someone to rush down, you can play someone like Catwoman or Canary. And then, of course, the setup characters. Those are my personal favorites, just because I like to use the setups are fun, in my opinion. So it's a good time all around. You can also there's also some smaller types, like there's like spacing type characters like Supergirl, who don't really fit into any of the really categories. They're kind of a mix. But that's another video for another day. So hopefully you found this informative. It helps you pick out whatever character that you think maybe suits your playstyle best. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like because it really helps me out, and subscribe because we make videos every single day. And notifications. Hashtag Bonehawks and all that stuff. And I'll see all you guys in the next video.
Accept your death.